Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to run through our email builder tools we have in Nevanto automation. Now we're going to be running through tools like our spam testing tool, our inbox preview tool, version control, and also the top toolbar you have in your email builder with all the different functionalities within that. Now Nevanto automation has lots of email tools and you can use these to help craft your better email campaigns. And I'm going to share all these tools with you in the email campaign builder, how to access them and what they're used for and whatnot. So you can see here on screen, I've gone to an email that I was working on for this video earlier on. So if you see here on the left hand side, I went to email, I clicked on the email and it brought me here to this screen. Now on the screen you can see setup, lists, design and summary. Now setup, lists and summary are actually all covered in a different video that I recorded. It has a breakdown of all the different options within those screens. So if there's anything that you need to know on those different screens, please feel free to have a look at that video because there's lots of great info there that will be able to go through that with you. Now, so we're just going to scroll down and we're going to see here edit design. Now that will bring us into the email builder, which we will actually go to there shortly. Next is an edit text version. Now the edit text version is just a basic text version of the email. Again, we look after this all inside the email builder, but I just wanted to show you what goes on in the background. You know, you can stick to the email design builder because you have an awful lot more functionality with layouts, graphics and things like that. So I just wanted to, as I say, just show you that piece just in the background. Now you can also do an inbox preview by clicking the inbox preview. Now, and you can see the screen here that you're redirected to. Now you can see all the options and devices and the email service providers that you can view your email through to see what it looks like on these devices once it's been rendered. So we're going to test this and use a Gmail app version and an Outlook. Now, firstly, you can see that this is a credit-based system. So you have a small allocation of credit based to your account, but I'll actually show you a free version to preview your mails shortly inside the email builder. But for now, if this email preview on screen is, you need it for a more specific technical email setup, or if it's something you're going to be using heavily, please contact us and we can discuss this then with you. So once you hit the send request, you'll see then on screen it populates here with your two different preview versions. So we'll just click on the email app one first. So this is what your email will look on the Gmail app. So you scroll down, you can see that it just renders on that. And next we'll see Outlook. So this is what it would look like on an Outlook desktop. Again, just very handy to see what they look like on the screens. Now there's no shortcodes on these previews, you'll notice, because the shortcodes won't work as it's just a preview and it hasn't populated with any of the contact data yet. So I'm just going to go back into the email builder. So on that. So you see here we're now back in the email builder and I'm going to hit edit design to bring us back into the email builder. So I'm just going to go through here on the top the different tools and pieces within your email. So firstly, I'm going to just click on the tools. Now you see here firstly is send test email. So you can send test an email to yourself. So you can put in your own email address in the recipients piece and then you hit send. So this will send a test email so you can see what it looks like in real time. Now next is a spam score. Now the spam score, what it does is it looks at everyday words to qualify spam scores of your mail. So you can see if the mail is going through the spam catches of the different providers. So you see here it has detected one word within your email of reservation and it's coming up as a spam score of 0.4. Now you can see here this progress bar below it. So if you are getting to the end of the progress bar, then if you get to the end of the progress bar, you'll hit a score of 5. So over 5 would indicate that the mail has a likely chance of maybe being marked spam by some of the service providers. So you might want to go back in and change some of the keywords that would be listed here. You can just see reservation is just the one word here. You might have a list of words here. So as I said, you might want to go in and just consider changing some of those words just to bring down your spam score. Now, this is just a rough estimate from spam scores around the world, and some of these words, that you might see in here could be simple things like, maybe privacy or team or words like that. And, sometimes these are keywords for you and for your mail. But, just for some reason or another, they just kind of show up as potential spam from just, as I said, the different network reporting pieces around the internet. But if you look at it logically, it's not as simple as, there's just a few keywords here and that's definitely going to go to spam. You have to kind of take everything you have in your email into account. So, if you have an email that's right and it's valuable content to your contacts, then that's the most important. So don't overemphasize the keywords here as spam. But again, just be cognizant, it's just another tool that you can use, just to be able to be mindful of that. Now, next is we'll just go into the settings. So in the settings, you can set the different fonts. So you see the drop down of fonts and links and buttons and things like that, and hyperlinks colors and stuff like that. Now, this just gives you a kind of a tone for the entire template, so it just kind of gives you a brief overview of those. So next is your pre-header, which we will come to earlier on. So if we just click that back. So as I mentioned earlier on, you can actually see a preview of your email for free in the preview button. So you can see here, I have desktop, which we're on desktop at the moment, of how it will render. Now we'll go to tablet, so you can see it just re-renders to that. And again, you'll see better here on mobile, how it'll re-render to that. So, none of these are 100% accurate, but it really gives you a sense of how they will render on the different devices. So, it's a very handy, quick tool there to be able to just look at your email design. Now, there's other functionalities here of your preview button. So if you hit the preview in browser, again, it'll pull up your email and what it looks like in a browser. We also have a shareable URL, which you can send to your team members, and they can also view in the browser then to see how it looks. An inbox preview, which we covered earlier on, is just the same functionality button here of seeing it rendered in the different devices and the different service providers. Now, we also have, if you see here, a version control. So this saves all the different versions you have saved on this email. So again, you can just quickly look back and see all those. Now, just on the toolbar here, if we just scroll onto one of the text pieces here, you can see there's an undo and a redo button. And we also have shortcodes, which we went through on another video. Just your different lists if you want personalization pieces with the different fields within that. And we also have just click on this. We also have a link text. So if you highlight maybe a couple of words and you had a link that you want to insert, you just click link. And then over here on the left hand side, you could just apply the link and it would highlight as a link. So if we go back in, different pieces for images, we can include lists. You can also, you can see here, edit your text sizes, your text fonts, coloring, make it bold, underlined, the usual kind of things, align those into different sides of the pages and things like that. So, we'd always recommend kind of having a play around, creating maybe a mock email, going through all the different pieces here on the top toolbar. Again, it just kind of gets you to know the program, the different functionalities and things like that. So as I said, we always recommend that to just test them out, have fun, get to know the tools and the likes. So that's the video for today. If you've any other questions or need help with anything else, please submit a help desk ticket and we'd be delighted to help out. Thanks very much for viewing today, and we'll see you in the next training video.